Hello there, my name is Azaleon. Today I will be telling you how I built my Barbara. She is adorable. But anyway, let's get right into it. My Barbara is level 70 with 20,600 26,123 HP. Let's see if I can talk. 971 attack, 681 defense, 75 EM, 20 over 90 crit damage, 50 healing damage bonus, 131 ER, and that is all. Weapon-wise, I personally have her on Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayer. It's level 80, Refinement 5. I really like this because it buffs the next person who takes the field's attack. I really like that, which actually I should probably make sure I swap from her onto Raisley, because if I go from her to... I think I'm going to have her next to Farina. Anyway. Now, other ones that I could put on her are the Jade False Splendor, which is Baiju's signature. I think it's okay, but I personally don't like it all that much. I probably would have a higher HP percent than the one I have on her, but that's the biggest thing. Now, there's also the Ring of Yashi. I think this is a craftable Natlan one. I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure it's craftable in Natlan. Using an elemental skill grants the Jade Forge Crown effect. Every 1000 HP will increase normal attack damage. And then if you're going to put Barbara on the field, use her E and then use her... I think you actually have to use her base for her alt for her base to heal. I don't quite... Gosh, I forgot that already. But if you're going to use her base attack to heal characters, I mean, it's not that bad. Actually, I think this one's one of the best ones for her if you are going to do that. Now, there's also Ashgraven Drinking Horn, which I believe was an event weapon about when the big Natlan came out. So, and then when an attack hits an opponent, deal AoE damage equal to 80% of max HP at the target's location. I think it's pretty good. I personally like having the Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers. I think it's a really good option. Now, weapon-wise, I say put her on anything that has HP. Barbara really just wants her HP. Now, I may do a DPS Barbara build later down the line, but right now I'm just going over her support build. Now, artifact-wise, HP all down the line. Just give her as much HP as you can possibly fit on her. If you can get, like, crit rate, crit damage, or ER, I think my personal line would be HP, ER, crit damage, because you're not looking to do damage with her. It's nice if she does damage. HP to buff her healing, and then ER so she can have her ult up quicker, which does more healing. Now, I currently have her on the Maiden's Beloved set, which is this one, which gives boosted healing, and then skill or burst, increased healing received by all party members 20%. She heals with her skill and her burst. And then her basement, she's under an effect, if I recall correctly. Ocean Healed Clam, I think, is also another good option. This one, I'm not going to read that whole thing, but basically it does things and it can give additional damage depending on how much she heals. And this also goes for Songs of Days Past, which I feel like all three of these could work as good options for Barbara. I just, partially the reason I have so many blood is I have plenty of it because I did so much VV grinding, and I don't normally use my Barbara. So, but you could also put her on Songs of Days Past. That'll give her additional damage along with Ocean Clam. Maiden's Beloved, I think, helps the most with additional healing. So it really depends if you want her to help. I believe Songs of Days Past would help buff the other character's damage, and Ocean Clam does damage based on how much she heals. I could be slightly wrong about that, though. Anyway, on to her cons. Her C1 regens 1 energy for Barbara every 10 seconds. Her C2 reduces the cooldown of her I believe that's her E. Let me go double check that. I'm almost positive that's her E. Yep. Actually, let me do this real quick. Yeah. It's her E that triggers it. It's her E that allows her base attack to heal. Okay. And her C3 gives her alt additional levels. Her C4. So when Barbara does a charge attack, for every opponent that she hits, she gains 1 point of energy. This is up to 5 opponents, so 5 energy total with her charge attack. If that wasn't clear, I can go. I feel like I was a little over. For every opponent she hits with her charge attack, she gains 1 energy. This can only go up to 5 energy. I think that was pretty clear there. Anyway, her C5 just upgrades the level of her skill, and her C6, which I want so bad, revives a character that's fallen. I think it says specifically when Barbara is in the party but not on the field. So it sounds like Barbara can't revive herself, but in the party, not on the field. If they die, and you have Barbara, she will then automatically revive them, but it's only the first person who dies, and there's like a 15-minute cooldown, so. But it will restore them to full HP, which is really nice. And I think Dahlia, I'm gonna actually look at that real quick, because I think Dahlia actually had the same. No, I thought I'd heard that Dahlia had something similar, but it doesn't look it. Anyway, on to party builds for her. Wait, I think I missed something in here. Yeah, her C2 also increases, gives her... Her C2 also gives a 15% Hydra damage bonus. I knew I was forgetting something. I have notes. Sometimes I forget to read over all of my notes. Anyway, though, this is the team I currently having her in. I don't have any set teams that I run her in regularly, but I have her with Risley, Farina, herself, obviously, and Kazuha. Kazuha's gonna swirl the Hydro. Risley's just gonna perma-freeze everything. Rina's just here for additional Hydro damage. We'll see how well she counter sets Farina's HP taking. And then Barbara will actually buff Farina's damage, which is really nice. But really, you can put Barbara in any team you need a healer in, especially if you want some Hydro application. I don't know how great her Hydro application is, but I assume if you're using her base attack in the middle, like after you use her E, you use her base attack to get your characters healed up, then I think you'll be doing pretty well in terms of healing and like Hydro application. So I think she could work pretty good for some Hydro application. Anyway, let's get Ajax murdered. Hey! Anyway, I do actually have them in Japanese right now. Because... voice lines. He's dying quick, although that's more so due to Farina and Risley. I will do a DPS Barbara someday. She did really good with healing everyone up to Cat after her burst. That's good. And I don't think her E's quite keeping up with... It's hard to tell because Risley also takes his own HP when he hits. So I think overall she's doing pretty good in keeping up with everyone doing things. I think it actually has to hit me. Alright. But anyway, that is all for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, I ask that you give it a like, and you want to see more stuff like this, more of how I built, and I'm probably going to branch into something else soon. I mean, there's still lots of characters that I can do little videos on, but I feel like I'm getting to a lot of characters that I haven't really fully built yet. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and may you have a blessed rest of your day, or may you have a wonderful sleep.